Hello everyone, my name's Dr. Bhatia. I work as a GP, a wellbeing consultant, and also it's my great pleasure to be one of the effective consulting tutors. I've been asked today to chat to you before you embark on exploring effective consulting in mental health, which can be quite a challenging and emotional area to work in. And we're hoping it would be all right to share some strategies and techniques at the embarkment of our journey that can help bring out the best in you. And this is one strategy that I use in my personal practice, so in between consultations to help me reset, but also share within my wellbeing practice that I've found has made a significant difference. And this, over the next 5 or so minutes, I hope it's all right to share it with you and also give you a chance to practice it so that you have an opportunity to see if it works for you and draw out the elements that might be useful for you and those you care for. And this strategy is called Surfing Stress, and it involves a little acronym called A Calm Breath Helps. And if there's one thing I'd like you to take home from this, it is that a calm breath helps. There's lots of evidence and physiological data that show that if you are able to take a calm breath in any situation, it switches on our most resourceful side. So I'd like you to say after me, nice and steady, a calm breath helps. You ready? Let's go. Oh, great. I hope you just said it then. Now, I'm going to hopefully run you through what a calm breath helps represents, and then we can practice it together. So a calm breath helps uses the analogy of surfing stress, that life can be a bit like the ocean. It can sometimes be nice and flat, and sometimes it can have its ups and downs. Now sometimes these ups can be really quite challenging, a bit like a wave that's about to crash on us, and we can sometimes feel like we're tumbled up in those waves, and those waves of emotions. And I'm hoping that by learning how to surf these waves, not only can you come out of these waves stronger, but also with a greater appreciation of that energy and even look forward to them when they come. Now, the acronym represents 5 words. So the A of a calm breath means accept, the C is connect, A is allow, L is learn, and M is move on. So 5 simple things to remember, and the first one you just do now, and that is, with me, could we all accept that sometimes stress happens, and see this as an opportunity to bring out the best in ourselves, to have a wonderful life. So I'm just going to ask you now, with me, would you like to have a wonderful life? Great. Well, let's do our best to bring out the best in ourselves. So the next bit is about connect, allow, learn, and move on. So what I do in between my consultations and periodically during the day, and particularly if I've had a really challenging time, is I connect in with how I'm feeling. So I rest my hands, and I'm going to ask you to do it with me now, either on your chest, on your head, or on your abdomen, on your lower tummy rather, just by your belly button. And just take a calm breath in and out. And as we do so, we're going to take maybe 3 breaths. We're just going to connect in with how we're feeling, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So I'm going to ask you if you can to do it with me now. So we'll take a calm breath in and out. And the second breath. And out. And one more. Simply noticing how we're feeling without needing to judge. And then when we notice that feeling, the next question is allow. Could we allow that feeling to be there? So I'm going to ask you now, just over 3 breaths, is can you feel that feeling wherever it is? And if it's uncertainty, I don't know what I'm feeling, then that is the current feeling. Or if it's, oh, I don't want to feel that feeling, then that's the current feeling too. Whatever it is what it is, we'll just allow it to be there. You ready? So 3 breaths, here we go. So, and one more. And then having allowed that feeling there to go, to flow and to be there, we then ask ourselves, what can we learn from that feeling? So there might be something, some message like, gosh, I was feeling a bit tired, a bit scared, a bit lonely, or even a bit happy. I did well. So positive as well as challenging feelings can be allowed to be there. And then having done that, we then have learnt our message. The wave is now subsiding. We're now going to ask ourselves, is it okay if we move on? And with that, we say, yeah. Lift your arms up in the air and go, yeah, I managed to serve stress. Well done. It's okay to move on. And now, sometimes it's not okay to move on. Sometimes these feelings are so overwhelming that we need a little bit of help. And that's where the helps part comes in a calm breath helps. And these are some of the strategies that, again, have a really strong evidence base to physiologically bring out the best in us. So helps, as it stands for another acronym, here we go, which is hydrate, exhale, let out or list, pause, and surrender. So I'm just going to run you through those now, if that's okay. So H is for hydrate. So if you're feeling your feelings are really very strong, it's okay to grab a glass of water. So I always keep a little bottle of water with me while I'm consulting and gently sip it and feel the sensations of the water going down. It triggers lots of physiological changes, which we know changes the way our sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight system works, and helps us calm down. Often we offer patients a cup of tea to calm down. It's much the same as that. E stands for exhale, and those are the simple breaths that we were doing. And so if you need a bit more time, sometimes it's useful to do something that I call the Julie Andrews, which involves sound of music, there we go. Yeah, taking a nice breath in, stretching your arms out wide, and exhaling as you exhale, bringing your palms back into your belly. The next one is called let it out or list, and that is where if you can't necessarily process all of your emotions at that moment, you can't necessarily allow them to be there, then sometimes it's useful to just talk to someone or even just write them down on a piece of paper so they're not jumbling up in your mind, and suddenly a little bit of brain space can be there to process it. And also if you've spoken to someone, you've recruited some help. The next part is P for pause, where I simply just pause. So I often do it when I'm working in the emergency department or intensive care, is if there's something big happening, I literally just take a moment, put my hands together and pause and take stock. I find this little bit of time allows my body and mind to come together, my slower thought processes to take over while the fight or flight system, the fast mind, slows down, and then they're working together as a team to carry on. Now sometimes there isn't the time to do that, you're just in the middle of it, so I make a deal with myself. I say, can I park it and process it later? And then when the time comes, for example, I'm writing down the notes, or at the end of the day, I allow myself a bit of time to process whatever it was that happened so I can sleep well at night. And then S is for surrender, where you just say, you know what, I've done the best I can, I'm just going to ride with the wave. So you just feel like the wave is crashing over you, you're not sure what to do, you just hold on to that board and let it take you where it goes. So for me, I have a few strategies that I do where I don't try and fix anything, I just ride with it. And they all begin with S, which is I shout, ah! I sing, sound of music, ah! I shake, I sing, oh I've done that one, I smile, I just take a deep breath in and I smile, or I find someone I can share that story with and I just try and find something I can smile about in it. The other one is take a stroll. We know if you take a stroll you process better, and that's really good for you. There are other things that begin with S, including sleep and other things you probably think of, shower is the other one I was thinking about. So you can get in a shower and have a nice massage and just wash it away, or a soak, a hot bath. And all of those are strategies that you can put into practice, and they all come into that analogy of riding the waves and surfing stress. And if there's one thing I'd like you to remember from all of this, is that a calm breath helps. So if there's any doubt, just take some time, allow yourself a calm breath. And that's it. I hope you enjoy it, and I wish you all the best for now. Bye.